Hi guys, welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to teach you how to make turns with your SURFSKATE. So let's go. Are you ready? Okay guys, so let's recap the position that we saw on the last tutorial. So like this, if you are a regular on this position, or the other way around if you are a goofy footer. Let's put your back knee, don't forget, bend your knees and put your back knee facing forward. And relax your body, relax. Your front arm is the steer of your SURFSKATE. It will point out the direction you want to go, and the back arm will help with the movement, goes along with it. Don't forget the extension and compression. And don't forget to look forward, with your chest looking forward. No sideways, because it's better to look forward, you have more balance. So with this position, on a relaxed mood, let's start with the turns exercises. So the front side turn is the first turn we'll learn. It's the easy one. You will turn to your front side. If you are good for footer, you also will turn to your front side, but to the other side, of course. It's the same. You already know that the SURFSKATE turns putting pressure on your toes or on your heels. If you put pressure on your toes, the SURFSKATE will turn, but you'll go in not very stable, you'll lose your balance. You need to have a good position to do a good turn. So let's learn how to do it. So before the turn, what we have to do is work on our position. So first, let's put ourselves on our position we said before. Bend our knees, our back knee facing forward, our hands also facing forward, our eyes are facing forward. Let's visualize what we are about to do and start compressing. So once compressed, your back hand will go forward. Move it forward like this, almost touching the floor in front of you, just about to make the turn, and then drag your arm back. You'll see that your shoulders will rotate and turn along towards where you're turning. Your front arm goes pointing the way you are turning. Don't forget that, this is a steer. When I do this, the inertia will take my body weight towards my toes, and the SURFSKATE will turn accordingly to your front. So start doing this slowly and go progressively, putting more weight and power to this movement. Do it before without the SURFSKATE, and then do it on the SURFSKATE. So let's recap. We compress and take our backhand forward, almost touching the floor. Take it back, turning your chest, your shoulders with the help of your steer, your front arm. The back arm keeps turning into your back, and extend your body while you're turning. So additionally to this, very important, is where you turn your head onto. Your eyes are the ones saying where you want to go. So before turning, look onto where you want to go. So let's do this again. Bend your knees, and before the turn, I'll start looking to the place I'm turning to. And I won't take my eyes from there, from my target. So keep your eyes on the prize, and with your backhand, put it forward, and then drag it back, and start the rotation with your shoulders, with your front arm that gives you the direction, and always looking forward to the place we're going to go, and extend at the end, and that's it. So first, let's bend your necks, compress before the turn. Second, look towards where you're going to go, where you want to turn to. Always look there. With your back hand, put it just in front of you, just before we turn, and then start the rotation with all your upper body, with your front arm saying where you want to go. Start to extend at the end, and that's it. You have it. So this is how we do it on the SURFSKATE now. You have to compress, put your backhand forward, drag it and rotate your shoulders, and extend at the end. Okay, so now let's learn the turn of backside. It's a little bit more difficult because you're turning back, But we'll do it together. Don't worry about it. You'll see. Okay, so this is our starting position. The position is always the same. This is our combat position. So let's do this. So we are facing forward. Our back knee is facing forward also. You're facing forward. Let me put me like this. It's better for you to see it. So first, let's turn our eyes and look where you want to go, which is backwards. That's right. Then our upper body will turn now to the other side, like this. Front side was like this, but now it's like this to your backside. So you have to look backside. As usual, we bend our knees before the turn. Then we look out where we're going, to your eyes back. Then our front arm, which is our steer, starts to open and the back arm helps moving along. So all your upper body and your shoulders, while rotate, will rotate to where you're looking, to where you want to go, and we extend at the end. We extend like this while we're going on a turn. So again, let's start over. We flex ourselves, then we look back, we start to rotate, and then we extend at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Now on the SURFSKATE, we look, we start to open ourselves with our arms, we rotate our upper body, and we do the turn. When we start to rotate and look back, our weight goes to the heels. That's why the SURFSKATE will turn, because you have your weight on your heels. Okay, so now let's practice with some exercises. Let's practice the turns. Just put some cones on the floor. If you don't have them, just put some stones or whatever you have. And let's start doing some zigzags. So then you practice both turns at the same time. Let's go. Okay, so with the second exercise, let's start to do turns a little bit more radicals, like 180, and with more power. Let's start with the front side one. You just put some cones here on the floor. You like a curve, and put like the axis. This is the axis. It's your reference, so where you want to look. When you know that when you turn, you're making the turn, you have to look for where you want to go. So this is where you're going to look, like this. Now let's do the same thing, but the other way around, on the backside turn. Let's practice it. So the next exercise is the re-entry or the roundhouse cutback. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the turn. We'll start with front side. We're coming from this direction. We do the turn, and then when we do the turn completely, we turn back to the same direction we were going. Then this is the re-entry when we make this last turn. It's re-entry when the turn is radical, and if you do it smoothly, it's a roundhouse cutback. So let's practice this turn, and then we do it backside afterwards. Okay, so now let's do the turn backside. So what you're going to do is, we're coming from this direction, we do the turn to your backside, and when you reach the other side, there's a cone over here where you turn back to the same way, the same direction where you were going. And you do the re-entry like this. This is a roundhouse cutback because it's the smooth turn. Sometimes you have to compress when you exit because so you can gain some balance. Tips I gave you, point it out on a piece of paper and start practicing without the surf skate, then put yourself on a surf skate and practice, and then do the exercises as I told you to, and once you have it, you just put it all together and do turns like this and just have fun, my friend. Okay guys, so this is the end of our video. I hope you like it. Just practice a lot, and if you have any questions, any doubts, whatever, just put your comments or enter to my Instagram. You have it here, Balial Kanduma, and we see it on the next video. Ciao, ciao guys.